Hello, Shamai, and welcome back to a Red Devil Redemption with Manchester United. And we have luckily managed to keep our job into the second season after what was a very, very poor first season. And the first game of this season, like it was last season, is the Community Shield, but this time against Tottenham Hotspur. Last episode was actually a game against Spurs as well in the FA Cup final. So here we are at Wembley today against Spurs once again. And a new season means one thing: transfers. Now, this is by far the most money I've spent in a season in Football Manager. I thought Football Manager 17 isn't going to be out for much longer, so I thought I'd just splash the cash, I'd just go for it. And we'll start with the outs, of which there were some very, very significant names. The first person to leave to Spurs was Romelu Lukaku. I didn't particularly want to let him go, but they offered in for him. I rejected it, and then Lukaku kicked up a fuss, and then the board got involved, and unfortunately he ended up leaving. Borthwick Jackson went out on loan, and Herrera also left, which was disappointing, but we got 60 million for him, so I was happy with that. So we had a lot of money to spend on other players. Sam Johnson left and Sam Byram left. No surprises there. Chris Smalling has gone on loan to Chelsea, and they have an option to buy for 25 million, I think, after that. A lot of players left on free transfers. No one really interesting there. Marwan Fellaini finally left the club. A fee of almost 5 million for him. I was happy with that. He was never going to feature. He didn't feature last season very much, and I'm glad to get rid of him. Matic left as well. He didn't really feature that much last season. He wasn't really someone who I valued that much. And we had 25 million for him. And unfortunately, Barcelona came in for Mata, and the same situation with Lukaku. I couldn't keep him, but I managed to get almost 80 million for him. So I'm very, very happy with that. And then the last real big name to leave was Daley Blind to Chelsea for almost £30 million. And now we're going to look at the ins. And as you can see, a lot of money has been spent. First player we brought in, the first two players were actually from Juventus. Miralem Pjanic. Everyone should know all of these players. This guy has 19 free kick taking. He is an absolute worldie of a player and will be one of the first names on the team sheet this season. Following that, Paulo Dybala, who is no doubt the biggest signing I've ever signed in this game from Juventus, a fee that could rise to £200 million. So yeah, a lot of money spent for this guy, so I hope he does perform. And then another one from Serie A, João Mario, this time for just a small fee of 50 million. He is going to be a lifelike replacement of Juan Mata, a 24-year-old. And how old's Mata in this? Mata's 29, so we're going to get a lot more legs out of João Mario. I hope he can make an instant impact in the Premier League. We also signed Virgil van Dijk for a decent price in 31 million. He's only 26, so we'll get a good few years out of him in his peak as well. He did pretty well last season, an average rating of 7.22 for West Ham. And then we put in Eric Dyer for 100 million. Yeah. We needed more midfielders because we've signed 3 midfielders, I think, and sold like 5. We have a very, very small squad, so I will be looking to sign some more players. We've got 18 million left. I'm not going to be signing any more first team players, probably. Just a few backup, decent players, maybe some youngsters, or what I might do is promote some youngsters like Timothy Fosu-Mensah into the first team. Ashley Young is still at the club. I want him to leave, but obviously no one wants him. So pre-season has gone very, very well. If it loads. There you go. So we've won every single game so far and conceded 1 goal, and that was against Bayern Munich. We beat them 5-1. We beat Motherwell 5-0, Gillingham 3-0, Incheon 3-0, Pohang 6-0, and Suwon 3-0. Dybala scoring in almost every game. Yeah, there was only one game he didn't score in. That was the game against Gillingham. So it's been a very, very good pre-season. And obviously, this game against Spurs today isn't going to be like the be-all, end-all. If we lose this, if we do terrible today, there is still a chance for us to do well. And the board actually only want us to qualify for the Champions League, even though we're favourites according to the bookies to win the league. They want us to reach the final of the Europa League, reach the final of the FA Cup, and the EFL Cup and Community Shield are not important. So let's take a look at the team for today. You can see we have a very, very small squad, so there will be a few more signings coming in. We have De Gea in goals, Lindelof, Virgil van Dijk, Kalidou Koulibaly and Juan Bernat at the back. Bernat wanted to leave to Chelsea. They came in with like a 50 million bid. And I said, stay here and we'll qualify for Champions League. So if you don't qualify for Champions League, Bernat will be wanting to leave. And I'll probably get the sack anyway. Lindelof isn't coming on really as well as I wanted it to be. So he's in danger of being replaced, essentially. And then look at this midfield. Miralem Pjanic, Paul Pogba and Eric Dyer. A fantastic midfield trio. And then we have João Mario behind the two strikers, who is Zlatan and Paulo Dybala. Now, you can see that the squad is very, very thin. And we need some backup strikers we're all right for, because we've got Martial and Rashford. We need some backup midfielders. Centre-back, we're all right. Maybe some backup full-backs as well. So that's the team for today then. And we're off to Wembley to play Spurs. So as long as we can keep our best players fit this season, we should be hopefully within touching distance of the title this season. We've got some quality players. We've spent 400 million. Bear in mind, we have had 250 million come in. So we have had a lot of money come in as well. And we are slight favourites for this game. Not really much surprise considering the players we bought in. And they are actually missing Jan Vertonghen and Song Hyun Min. So we have an incredibly deadly strike force with Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Paulo Dybala, the youngster and the old guard, so to speak. But it's going to be a good game. We're playing against Spurs. We all know how good Spurs are and how we struggled against them last season. We did win the FA Cup against them. Here's the first highlight of the game. Corner comes in from Lamada. Nicely headed away. Danny Rose puts it back in and De Gea collects it. Not really sure where this is going to go. A nice kick up. Ibra wins the header down to Dybala. Looking for some good work interplay between them two this season. Paul Pogba to Pjanic, out wide to Lindelof. He's got a bit of space to run into. He does run into it, gets into the box, and João Mario has scored. Just 2 minutes in, João Mario gets his first competitive goal for the club. Nice little finish there. Good link play between Lindelof and João Mario. He does well just to come back to... Oh, no, that wasn't him, actually. João Mario, I thought that it was this guy here. I thought it was... I thought it was Ibra. But... good run by João Mario, and it's 1-0 after just 2 minutes. Danny Rose with a throw. Now Pjanic wins the header, but they've got the ball back. It's back with Carter Vickers. Nice header up. Ibra, he can set Dybala in here. Oh, and Carter Vickers just about gets it. But we're still coming forward with Pjanic, and he's lost it. Damn. I was going to say, there's still a chance. Eric Dyer is playing against his old club today, as well as Lukaku. And Lukaku's through on goal now. It's a good tackle. Virgil's hit it against someone. Wide to Kuro. God damn it. It was always going to happen, wasn't it? Romelu Lukaku has scored. Virgil van Dijk tried to clear it, but he's hit it. Oh, he's hit it straight against our own player. I think it was Eric Dyer he hit it against, actually. Yeah. Corona crosses the ball, and Koulibaly really should have intercepted that. It's 1-1. It's a great start to the game, like it was in the FA Cup final at the end of last season. Pjanic with a free kick. Now it's deflected. It's hit the post. Pogba's hit the post. Oh, that was close. It hit the post. No, it was deflected to Pogba, who then hit the post. Dybala with the following corner, and Michel Vorm. I don't know where Hugo Lloris is, but the last 2 times we played Spurs, Michel Vorm has been in goals. We're approaching half-time now, on what has been a pretty end-to-end first half. Dybala with a free kick. Now it goes in. Oh my god, that's hell of a clearance, and Lindelof will get it very, very slowly, but he's got it. He's got it in the end. Gives it to João Mario, up to Pjanic. Pjanic to Ibra. There's space out wide, if we can use it. Pjanic out wide to Lindelof. Lindelof crosses in. Ibra's there. And you just knew as soon as Ibra took that touch then, it was going into the back of the net. 30 goals he scored last season. More than 30 goals, actually. And Lindelof is already on 2 assists for the season. You can see the fullback doing very well so far. A nice touch, a turn. And he absolutely whacks it into the back of the net. Just over 5 minutes before half-time. That will change my half-time team talk just a little bit. Unless there's another goal here. Pjanic with a free kick. Oh, he has as well. He has 19 free kick taken, so I'm expecting some quality free kicks from this guy this season. We've scored 2 goals in the space of about 5 minutes. Pjanic, look at this. Post stamp stuff. Right in the top corner. It's 3-1 now at half-time. Unless Spurs... No, it's not. There we go. Very, very good first half. Yes, you should look extremely delighted. We're not running the show, but we're dominating the game. You can see we've had 3 times as many shots as Spurs, and we've had 57% possession as well. Lindelof is playing out of his mind today. 2 assists from him. Pjanic had a goal as well. So the new signings, João Mario and Pjanic, have had very, very good games. We're up to 70 minutes now. Probably should make a substitution. Nice tackle by Bernat. Chance for a counter-attack here. Mario up to Dybala, into Ibra. He's through on goal. He's got to score, and he has. It's 4-1. You just knew it. He doesn't miss from there. He doesn't miss from there. It's 4-1 now after just 70 minutes, and I hope that this is like a signal as to how well we're going to do in the season. Brown has done really, really poorly there. Ibra's through on goal, and he just whacks it into the back of the net. We're going to bring off Dybala for Anthony Martial. And we'll bring on Koke as well for Eric Dyer, just to get some fresh legs on in midfield. Dybala's had a decent game. He's had an assist, I think. I think that would have counted as an assist. But he's had a decent first game for us. Virgil van Dijk is very tired. I'm actually going to bring him off for Javi Martinez. I'm not really sure why Van Dijk is so tired. Oh, they've scored. What happened then? We just conceded, apparently. Oh, we've conceded from Lukaku scored again. From a corner while I was doing all that. I didn't even realise. I've done that so many times in FM18. Goes out to Dembele. Wait, I wanted to see the goal. Where's the goal? I'm assuming it's going to come up here. De Gea. What's he? Oh my god. What has he just done? Okay. Well, that was weird. He just struck the ball straight at Lukaku's head to make it 4-2. If we concede here, it's going to be a little bit of squeaky bum time. We've won the ball back, though. Ibra over the top to Martial. He can't quite get there. And hopefully, and I was going to say, hopefully Vorm will hit it against one of our players. Oliveri. There's a lot of players here. I don't really know who they are. Into Martial, though. He's through on goal. And 5 goals we've scored against one of the best defences in the league last season. I hope that is a good omen for the season. Lovely ball from Ibra over the top. He scored 2 goals and had an assist, I think. Yeah, he's been absolutely worldly this game. He's contributed to 3 goals. We're into added time now. 5 seconds, and there we have it. 5-2 against Spurs. What a fantastic performance that was. I hope that's good omens for the start of the season. And I'm very, very happy with that performance. Ibra with 2, Mario with 1, Pjanic and Martial with the rest. Lovely jubbly. We've won the Community Shield 2 seasons in a row. Martial ends goal drought. I didn't realise he was in a goal drought. Ibrahimovic impresses. He does indeed. So next episode will obviously be the start of the season. I'll probably play a few games before we get into it. We'll be able to see who we get in the Europa League group stages as well. I hope you enjoyed that episode, guys. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.